If you really want to turn a girl on sexually, then you gotta listen up. And I say use with caution only because a couple of warnings. One, when you use this, it may work so well, and I'm not just trying to sell this to you, I'm being honest, it may work so well that she might become obsessed with you. The thing is when a woman ends up having amazing sex with a man, she becomes more attached to him and more invested. So if you do this, you might have a woman who's what like Wedding Crashers says is a stage 5 clinger. So if you're ready for that, great. If you want that, great. But if you don't, this could cause trouble. So that's one word of caution. Another word of caution, if you use this move too much, it's going to seem obvious that you do it too much and it's not going to have the same effect. So this is something that you do with the woman when you're in bed with her every once in a while. It's not something that you do consistently. One of the keys to keeping a woman attracted and interested in you is variety. Variety is the thing that keeps a woman around because women are more emotional, and that means that her attraction is more spiked when her emotions are spiked. And if things are the same or routine, it gets boring and then it's harder to keep a woman around. I'm going to tell you this in 1 second. I know, we'll get there. Just real quick. Some guys I know are watching this video, they get frustrated when I put out videos like this because they're like, yeah, well, I wish I even had a woman to do this with. You're not maybe meeting women, you're not attracting women, you're not even getting past the first date or getting opportunities to be sexual with them. If that's the case, you might want to consider working with one of the coaches here at TripAdvice so we can handhold you through the whole process of meeting and attracting women with online and meeting women in person. So if you're having trouble talking to women, if you're having trouble getting matches on dates or getting dates with women that you're actually attracted to, consider doing coaching where we tell you exactly what to do and customize an entire game plan to your specific situation. Go to coachedbytrip.com. Link is in the description and apply there to work with one of our coaches. All right, here's the move without further ado. When you're with a woman and you guys are getting more sexual, meaning you're in the bed, maybe you've done some foreplay, and you can tell that she's right about to get to the point where she's about to have an orgasm, right? So maybe you know this point. If you've been with women enough, you can tell when there's a lot of squirming, when there's a lot of moaning, when she's getting really close, maybe parts of her muscles are tightening up, that point where she's about to get there. When you are about to get to that point, just before that point, I want you to stop doing whatever you're doing. So if you're touching her, if you're going down on her, whatever you're doing, just deadpan stop. I don't mean run out. I don't mean leave her there. You can stay there right with her, but just stop. This is going to build an intense amount of tension. Women and men are a little bit different. If this were to happen to a guy, he'd be a little bit more frustrated. For a guy, it's not so much of the tension that gets him turned on. For a woman, it is. Women take a little bit longer to get turned on. They're more like a dial. Men are more like a light switch. So because of that, you can use that to your advantage to be able to build the tension more and more and more. That's why a woman is not going to necessarily just want to sleep with a guy so fast or have the quickie sex with him. Yes, that does happen from time to time, but it's not as much of a turn on unless you guys are building that tension and there's some time between the first kiss and getting physical and then all the way to the actual orgasm itself. So there needs to be a lot of time in between there. It doesn't have to be hours and hours and hours, although with tantric sex you can do that. That's a whole other topic. But what I mean is you want to make sure that you're teasing her a little bit, that you're not just going right away to try to have sex with her, but you're making sure that there's little breaks. You go from kissing to foreplay and then back and forth and back and forth. And then with this tip that I'm saying is once it's right about to get there, just boom, stop. She's going to be like, huh? What's going on? It's going to be a little bit sexually frustrating for her, but really it's going to turn her on even more because it's going to build up the pressure that much more, and she's going to have more intense orgasm because of this. Again, this is about a stop and go, so you build up the tension enough where it's a bigger release. Most guys don't do this. Instead, they try to get it done as fast as possible and just try to get what they want out of it, and it doesn't build the tension. That's why it's very counterintuitive. Most guys will just be like, yeah, she's about to finish, and you want to just like get to that part, but don't stop. Again, I would only do this like once in the actual event itself, so maybe just do that once, but also don't do this every single time you guys are together. Save this for just occasionally. That way it's going to be more exciting and it's going to build up the tension even more on a macro level versus the micro level in the actual moment itself. Try that. Let me know how it works for you. And also, I want you to make sure that if you have any trouble with getting to the point where you can even use this video, or you can even use this tip, that you check out coaching, coachedbytrip.com. Link is down below if you need more help and want to work with one of the experts on our team that help get you to the next level so you can be dating women and getting them to this point to use these videos and all my other videos. So check that out in the description down below. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you want more tips like this. I got a bunch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.